Hey, welcome back everyone, Mike Zeroh here once again. Today we have a big plot leak in regards to Star Wars Episode VIII. Now, this actually comes from a personal contact of mine, somebody that I have been in contact with ever since May of 2014, who has indeed handed me over information in regards to Star Wars Episode VII, The Force Awakens, and was correct about everything in that email message on my personal Gmail account that I used to have on YouTube, but it's not on there anymore. So he knows my email. That's how he got a hold of me once again just recently. Not too recently, but I am now actually pretty much certain that I can report on this. He gave me permission about this, that I can report about it. Here is the evidence that he reached out to me. Teaser trailer and title reveal in November of 2014, and certain plot elements about Luke Skywalker and how there's a quest for him. Many different things within there. Even the thing about a Skywalker turning to the dark side, which was absolutely Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren. He was right about everything, and is the only reason as to why I'm even reporting about this today. Now, I've been trying to get in touch with him for quite a number of weeks now, ever since they started shooting in Ireland. And what's really interesting is, what makes this all the more believable is a local over in Ireland said that he caught a glimpse of concept art within one of the trailers of Luke Skywalker in a certain formation of what my personal contact just described. So let me go into the details here as to what he said. As always, guys, I try to always say that you can always take it with a grain of salt, but there is some truth to this considering the history with this guy that I have been in personal contact with over email. So, with that being all done and said, let me give you the email that he sent to me not too long ago. Here it is, and this is the Star Wars Episode VIII scene description in regards to Luke Skywalker. So he goes on to say, "Hello Mike, it's been some time since last we had a conversation. I have noticed you have been very active on the development of Star Wars Episode VIII the past couple of months. You do an excellent job. I am here today to provide you with some information that you can report on. I know you had asked if I would be okay, or if you would be okay, or if it would be okay, sorry, if you could discuss about such material on your channel, and I can say yes. Star Wars The Force Awakens information I couldn't have you discuss because then, due to it being the first film and such material getting leaked could have had some adverse effects. Since the new trilogy has been established, and given I see how much stuff has been leaked lately on the internet, such as film sets in Ireland and the set over at Pinewood Studios, which they will be guarding more so now to prevent such breaches. So the material I want to forward to you has to do with Luke Skywalker and Rey. It involves two objects. Those two objects being Luke Skywalker's, being lightsabers, It is of Luke Skywalker's first lightsaber, the green one, and the original Skywalker lightsaber that Rey fought with. There is, yes, as many have speculated, a training session between Luke Skywalker and Rey on Ahch-To, however it really is pronounced, I never really knew. However, it is going to be far different than that of Yoda and Luke on Dagobah. One such sequence shown in concept art and from what was performed in Ireland is of Luke Skywalker in his black combat robe with his shawl. Rey is holding the blue lightsaber at one given moment. The first reveal of Luke's, well, he wrote Luke green lightsaber is within this very moment. Luke takes his arm out and uses the Force and pulls the lightsaber from Rey gently. Her lightsaber floats through the air in between them, slowly going to Luke's hand as he grabs it. The next sequence is of Luke Skywalker taking out his other hand, and his lightsaber floats out of his belt. At this point, Luke has two hands, semi-raised up with two lightsabers. Green on the left and blue on the right. From what has been described, Luke closes his eyes and dismantles both lightsabers, all metal and components removed into pieces. All the building blocks of both lightsabers are separated into tiny bits and pieces. leaving only 2 crystals, one in each hand, green over left and blue over the right. Which, by the way, guys, I hope that you really enjoyed that little Photoshop I did in the thumbnail and in this video to kind of illustrate of what he's trying to describe. So, just letting you know, that's not a real image. That's a Photoshop by me, based on this information. And informs her about the importance of the crystals. It is a very impressive visual, witnessing the blue crystal over his biological hand and the green crystal over his mechanical one. This is all described in concept art and has been on set as well in Ireland on the coast of Cork. Oh, okay, County Cork. Some formation, of course, the crystals... some formation, of course, the crystals and floating lightsabers will be added in. But Mark was on set with 2 hands raised in front of Daisy. Anyways, Mike, it's all I got for now. And yes, you can report on this. Sorry I did not get back to you on this in some time. But considering many set leaks in Ireland have surfaced on the internet, you can report of this. All the best. And I'm not going to reveal his name, but that's the general explanation that I got as to what happens between Luke Skywalker and Rey on the planet of Ahch-To, described through concept art as he described. Now, interestingly enough, I had a separate email of a local in Ireland that told me about a concept art that was very much similar to that was witnessed in a trailer on set. Now, what's really interesting to me is the local described it as Luke Skywalker in front of Rey, but it was only of one hand being raised. So I'm not so sure if things changed or if things were reconsidered. I really don't know, but that's what he described to me, that Luke Skywalker, he faces Rey in a training session, from what it seems, teaches her or informs her about lightsabers and the importance of crystals, and he raises 2 hands, semi-raised up, I guess like this, and 1 crystal is in one hand and 1 crystal is floating in the other hand, with all the components of both lightsabers completely dismantled and completely separated. So this actually reminds me of an image. I'm not exactly sure what it was from, but it's like concept art of Luke Skywalker constructing his green lightsaber. So perhaps, I'm not exactly sure where that image came from. I don't know if it's fan art or what, but if it's not, maybe Disney cherry-picked from that very given concept art from whatever it's from, and maybe they wanted to implement that in Star Wars Episode VIII. Because I always thought that was a very interesting image of Luke constructing his green saber with all the components floating in the air. I gotta say, it would be a really good visual on screen, especially in IMAX, because we do know that over in Ireland, that a good amount of it was shot in IMAX, so this would be a very interesting piece to see, especially in 3D. Knowing that Star Wars, the new films, of course, are going to have the 3D feature, that's another reason as to why I could definitely believe in this, because this would be a very good 3D moment. Seeing the lightsabers floating in Luke's hands and then dismantling them using the Force and just showing all the bits and pieces on screen going into your face, I think it would be just so awesome. But overall, guys, I just wanted to provide you with the evidence prior to giving you the information on Star Wars Episode VIII. This is an individual that I have been in contact with since May of 2014, though I will say that I do not discuss things with him consistently, or I don't really keep in touch with him all that much. I've only been talking to him, I guess you could say, maybe through, over the course since May 2014 till now, maybe like 5 separate messages or something around those lines. But I hope you all enjoyed this information today. Take it as you will. I think that it has the perfect potential to happen on screen, given the fact that, you know, we have 2 different people that approached me, and 2 of which pieces of information were very similar to each other. it's very hard for me to say that this is false, per se. Whether or not they use it on screen is another question, because reshoots are always planned ahead of time by Disney and other major companies in the film industry, so we'll have to see if this even works on screen for them, or if it doesn't, but I sure hope so that it does. We do know that the original opening of The Force Awakens was cut of Luke's lightsaber floating through space with his hand, his severed hand, and then burning through the atmosphere of Jakku, and then just landing in the sand. That was cut. So, we can't really say for sure that this will go on screen, but yeah, I have no doubt that this is definitely planned and has been filmed and has been in concept art, considering the two different contexts that gave me such information that were both similar in their own way. But guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. Speculate. You can, as always, stay very skeptical. In fact, I do advise you to stay skeptical. It's the natural way to do things, of course, during the speculation phase of the films. But I'll let you guys go. Have a great one. Again, take this as you will. I'm not saying that this is 100% confirmed. I'm just saying that it likely is to be very authentic from wherever this is coming from. I don't know who he is. All I know is his name. I'm not going to reveal it. I don't know exactly where he is from in the film industry on this film, I suppose, but I just wanted to throw this information at you guys, and if you want to talk about it with others, you may do so. I'll catch you guys later. Have a great one. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.